I'm Diana Konecki. I presented a few videos on YouTube before. I'd like to discuss some projects that I've been working on. One project is a game project where I've updated a new game server where you can actually write your own adventure role-playing games. However, you can write these games without having to know programming. If you can write an interactive story or write a story, you can have the computer generate the video game for you. This is a concept that I started in 1999 and worked on through many years. This time I made this process easier in that that's more just writing as opposed to filling out a form or understanding a state diagram. So I made it more like an interactive fiction where you're reading a story that says, well, if you decide to do this action, go to page 3 or go to page 4, click here. So what happens is this will make it a lot easier. Another project that I'm working on is a new book. Originally release was scheduled for late September. It's almost, the manuscript is completed. Now it just has to be typed into computer form so it can be distributed through ebooks, hopefully by before Thanksgiving. It's a semi-autobiography about myself from 1978 to 1995, about being transgender then. And the first chapter opens with having to fill out a selective service card when I was 18, facing the issue of being transgender, having to fill out a selective service card, as well as working during that time as well. A third project that I'm working on is what I'd like to invite everyone to is if you have a chance to come up to Racine on the 8th, at 5 p.m. I'll be reading poetry at Barnes & Noble in Racine on South Green Bay Road by Highway 11 in Wisconsin as part of the Makers Fair. And also in early December, I've been invited to participate with groups of other local authors to help Halo in their effort to help persons that are homeless. I do hope that everyone can come and give some sort of support. Halo does try their best to work with women and children, and they have made improvements over the years. As part of the book project in November for NaNoWriMo, I'm working with NaNoWriMo on the 50,000 novel challenge, which I did last year as well. I have a tentative title selected, and I have 2 topics selected. I'm debating on whether to do a poetry book of 50,000 words or actually a fiction book of 50,000 words. Well, depending on the topic, I'll see what comes. So, but some ideas I was thinking about is a friend of mine a few months ago actually gave me a book called The Great Pacific War, which discussed the Pacific strategy used in World War II. It's published in 1936, and it was highly criticized by the Roosevelt administration. But however, in the actual fighting of World War II in the Pacific, that was the strategy that was actually followed. So this book is actually going to talk more about what would happen when it would be the next digital war, because if there ever is a massive conflict, it will be digital. It won't be by planes or tanks. It will be by computers, like the old Star Trek episode showed. Another book is a book on poetry, which I may try to do both during the NaNoWriMo project. Definitely complete one of them. But in closing, if you're in the Wisconsin area on November 8th, feel free to stop by and visit at 5 p.m. at Barnes & Noble, and also come 7th and 8th for the Makers Day with different events. And finally, one last project I'm thinking about is I'm working on some new designs for my spring fashion line. I hope to have those up on my Konecki Swimwear and Fashions Facebook page and my Konecki Art website soon. So look for that about the first week of November. Remember, all sizes are taken, and there's a selection of custom fabrics, and everything is handmade. Most items will be sold through Etsy.com via Kaneki Art. Well, let me know what you think. My Twitter address is at Diana1A, and my Facebook is Diana.Kaneki, Kanecki. Thank you.